Hi everyone, this is Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com, and it's Tuesday, and you know what that means? Time for our Tuesday boxing talk, and we always lead off our boxing talk when Manny Pacquiao fight is coming up, talking about Manny Pacquiao. They finally decided where they're going to start training, because Manny can only train in the United States a certain amount of days a year, and he's already used a lot of those up, because they just instituted this law, so he wasn't sure how he was going to have to balance, that he was going to have to balance out all these days. They're going to start the training in the Philippines as opposed to Mexico, where Freddie Roach wanted it. Freddie's a little concerned about the disturbances there in the Philippines, and I think they seem to be taking the training on this Cotto fight, at least Team Pacquiao themselves, not Freddie Roach, very, very lightly. They haven't really started training in earnest. They have a media tour coming up, and Manny has spent no time in the gym as far as actual training with Freddie. Miguel Cotto, he's been hard at work training for this. He only has the one loss, and that was the guy with the plaster in his gloves, Margarito, that beat him. And Cotto, he is hittable, but he is a big guy, and he hits hard. So Manny better be ready, and I'm going to imagine he's going to be on his bicycle in this one. We might not see the Manny that we've been seeing the last few fights. In any event, it is what it is. Something else that is what it is the Mayweather Marquez fight, and that's coming up. It's not this weekend, but it's the following weekend. And this was a fight that I was really looking forward to when they first announced it. But after watching HBO 24/7, 2 weeks worth now, I haven't made it through a single episode of this thing yet. It's brutally boring. I don't know if it's a 24/7 format. I've heard this from other people as well. I'm not so sure if it's just these two guys or if it's, we've seen it all before from both of these guys. That maybe it's just old news. But, get in the ring and fight, because not a lot of people really want to see that either. So stop wasting our time and let's get it on. And maybe one of you gets another crack at Manny, no matter what happens in his fight against Cotto. In any event, there is boxing going on this weekend. It's Calderon is fighting against Mayweather in one of the fights, and Calderon's minus 480 in that one. Mayweather plus 390. If anyone knows anything like Mayweather, that he's a real live dog in that one, because I've heard nice things about him. By all means, let me know, because I certainly am interested. Mikhail Kessler, his last fight before the super middleweight tournament starts in just a couple of months away from that thing on Showtime. Really one of the great events, and we'll be all over that thing, in the weeks coming up to it. And Matthew Hatton fighting Love more than they do. What? Why bother? I say Matthew Hatton has no chance in that one. If you're a betting man, if you happen to be Endu, it looks like money in that one. Hatton's a tough guy, but Endu is a boxer. So not much to report on the boxing front this week, but it's a loaded fall schedule, and we'll be here with all the action. This is Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com with our weekly boxing talk. We'll talk to you next week, and have a great one. Be sure to check out all of our sports picks, write-ups, and action, though, at the SportsChatPlace.com. Have a great week.